Okay, sorry. Actually, this app is something new to me, so it took time for me to manage things here. Yeah. So hi everyone. This is Ramya. Thanks for joining. And yeah, I know due to the bad climate and all going on in India right now, some people missed this particular demo session. So what we thought is like we came up saying like we thought like we will have another demo session for the people who have missed, mostly during the weekend, and we are planning to start the batch from Monday, so it will be easy for everyone to join. It's just only one day we are postponing. We actually thought of starting the batch from Friday, but we want to start it on Monday. So during weekend also we can plan another demo to the people who have missed this. Okay. So let's start our Tricentis Tosca demo. So actually, as many of you know, or if you are new, Tricentis Tosca is one of the automation testing tools. This is actually by the Tricentis company. So I am working on this Tricentis Tosca tool from 2014, and I'm actually an Tosca architect, and I'm currently based out of Canada. So I work over here on Tricentis Tosca, and yeah, we can automate multiple applications. So what actually this tool does is like in software engineering we have testing. Within testing we have like different types of testings like manual testing, automation testing, performance testing, like so many things. Manual testing is like they write the like suppose I want to create an I want to test a particular application, say like let's take a small pen. So I want to write with this pen. So if I ask you to test, what do you do? Like you will come up with scenarios like I will start scribbling, okay, this is writing. If I keep the cap of the pen on it, it should not write, it should not get the ink out of the refill. So these are the different kinds of test everyone does in their life. Like in everyday everything whatever we do, we usually test most of the times. So in the same way, if you are doing a manual testing, like you write these test cases with the test steps, and then like you do everything manually. Like you literally go to a web form, you click everything on it, and then you just fill out the form details if needed, or click some buttons. You do everything manually. Coming to automation, it is nothing but all these actions are performed by a computer, and at the end we will receive a report, and we will be just going through the report and working on it. Like we will go ahead and we will view the report, see whether our testing has been successful or failure, and accordingly we will talk like whether the software has to be released to the public or it has to be given some fixes and all. We will analyze the remaining things. So the way how we test the application actually differs. So coming to automation testing, there are many tools here. Like you have Selenium. For example, if you go for Selenium, it's a code-based tool, as most of you know. We can have C Sharp, Python, Java, and others. Like we have different RPA tools like Blue Prism, Automation Anywhere, and others. We also have Tricentis Tosca. So what makes Tosca different from all these is this is a like this is not an open source tool. Like you have to pay for it, you have to purchase license in order to use this tool. And how then, for example, if you want to practice, how are you going to practice this? They are offering some free licenses, so we will be requesting them for a trial license, and we will be practicing by using the trial license. And usually companies purchase these licenses, and they will ask people whoever are working to use the licenses. So this is how we are going to use. This is one thing. And next thing is like whenever you have an open source tool, like there are many things that are not part of it. Like you have to use some additional features like additional plugins and stuff like that in order to implement. But coming to Tosca, you have everything developed by the Tricentis team and given to you in the form of updates on the tool, and we will be using the features that are existing within the tool. You need not create something or bring something which is outside of Tosca here. Okay, so let's in this demo session, let's plan a scenario. Like every time I usually do a registration scenario, user registration scenario, because that's very easy scenario to understand. And let's do the same in this demo too. Okay, So let me show you how the Tosca tool looks like. Let me share you my screen. I hope everybody can see my screen.
Yeah, Ramya, I can see.
Yes, Ramya.
Thanks. Okay. So this is how the Tosca tool looks like. This is the Tosca Commander, we call it. And currently they are having 2023 versions going on. That's the latest one. But many companies are using 15 and 16, like which are the previous one. Earlier they used to have these numbers, but from 2023, like from past 1 year, they are having this 2023 version. So until 16 and after 16, we have 2023. So usually companies don't just go to the latest one because they want a stabilized version. So they are using 15.2 or something in 16s. Okay. So here what happens is we have something called as project. So I already have a project here. I'm just getting in here, but during our classes, we will see how to create these projects, how to work on everything, how to install this software on your computer. We will see everything in detail. So Tosca has different sections in it. Like they have modules, requirements, test cases, test case design, execution, issues, and all. So these sections of the Tosca, this terminology and all will be very much new to you. And initially you may not understand, but there are some easy ways to remember the things. So we will go through them during our classes. So what happens in an automation testing is, suppose say like I'm opening a website and I need to click on some button over here. Let me open demo webshop website. This is the sample website which is again provided by Tricentis. This is mostly used by everybody to test this tool. If you are learning something, usually they work on this website only. This is a sample website. So say like I want to click on this particular button. So what usually a tool understands, what a computer understands is, first thing it has to know where it has to go, and next is it has to know which action it has to perform. So the first step, whatever we are doing, we call it as identification phase. So in order to tell a tool, like you have to go to this particular area. Suppose my register button is over here. What if it moves to here? What if it moves to here? There should be something which I should be telling the tool, go for this button, irrespective of the area where this particular button is. So how can I tell that? Is usually, if you look at this is called as a HTML web page. Okay, so if you right click on any web page and if you say inspect, it will show you the basic HTML structure of this web page. So you can see all this like here. So all these scripts or divs, whatever you are seeing, this is the HTML web page, HTML style of coding they do here. So what happens is every web element in any web page will usually have certain properties associated to it. For example, if you are going to a car showroom, so you will say them the specifications of the car you are looking, right? Say like I want a red color car, I want a Honda CRV like SUV model, and I want my car to have a big to have the some other features, like it should be red in color. So some other details you will say. It should have leather seats, it should be under touring specification, like you will have many things in. So that defines your car among all the cars that you have in the showroom. In the same way, all these elements that you are seeing here, when I say elements, it can be these text boxes, it can be these buttons, it can be these radio buttons, it can be these drop downs that you are seeing, or it can be these pictures. Whatever is on this web page, everything is an element. So all these elements are having certain properties. So how do we know them is, if you right click on any element here and if you say inspect, you can see the properties it has. So here if you see it this particular line says href is equals to slash register. So here they have some URL here. So this means it has a property called href and the value of this property is this particular URL, whatever you are seeing. And similarly, it has a property called as class, and the class value is ICO-register. And then you are seeing a text here, right, without any name. This is called as inner text. So the inner text property of this particular button is register. and it is enclosed in tags. Like A is the tag that they are using to open this particular, and here they are closing the A tag here. So these are some of the features that this button has. In the same way, if you right click on login, see, these are the features that our login button has. So it has register, it has login. So this is how they are saying you the difference. So in Selenium or any other tools, what happens is people usually depend on these properties and they write some XPaths and all based on these properties, and that is how they drive their automation. But coming to Tosca, we need not bother about all this stuff. It is very, very easy in Tosca. So if I want to automate this particular step, to click on it, all I do is I go to my tool, that is Tosca, go to the project where I have to work, the identification phase, that means telling the tool which control it has to go, which place it has to go in order to find that button, like which button it has to click and all, is usually done in the module section. So what we will do is we will go over here, we will right click, create one folder to save all our work in a folder. So just create one folder. Let's name it as demo, and then do a right click, scan, and do a application. So when you say scan application, Tosca is able to scan desktop applications, SAP applications. We can automate desktop web applications, APIs, databases, SAP, all these in Tosca. So that's why what Tosca does is when you say scan application, it will start listing out all the applications that are open on your computer. Currently, I'm having a Zoom meeting. So you have this Zoom toolbar, and I'm having this Chrome application, and I'm having this Zoom desktop application, and I have another Tosca Commander window open. So that's why it is showing that one also here. So in this way, it will list everything. So among this, what is the application that I want to automate? My Chrome. So I will select this, either double click on it, or else you can click on the scan button bottom, and then you will end up into this XScan window. And here, all you have to do is just click on select on screen. The name itself says, like I want to select a control on my computer, like on the screen that I'm working. So just click on this button and then go slowly to the button wherever you want to go. So now see here, this particular container is a div. So I have to go much until I see the register. I have to go slowly. Okay. So now I can see register. So just select that. In the same way, suppose if you want to select login also. So just go slowly until you see the login hyperlink and just select that. And you are done scanning your controls here. So deselect this select on screen. And now if you look here, last time in the web page, whatever if you have done, like we have done inspect element, right? And saw the properties, you can see the same properties here, but and the tool has captured it for you. See, the tag property has the value of A. That is what we have seen there. We also saw href property. You remember the value is the same URL. We saw class name then. That is ICO-register. We saw inner text. That is register. So these are the different properties this particular control has. These are the visible properties to us. In addition to these properties, this particular control also has other different other properties also. So all those properties will be listed. It depends on us which properties we want to use. In order to work on this particular control, which properties I am going to use again depends on me. So this is the very important point. Like you can't use every property that you are seeing here. That makes the difference between person who has learned automation and who did not learn the automation and just selecting something randomly that is coming. So what happens if you are choosing the wrong ones here? The why there is a need to, why there is so much importance here is usually depending on these properties only you are telling Tosca to go to this particular control. Suppose there can be some properties which may change over the time. For now, it can be ICO hyphen register, but tomorrow, if I come, it can be DMO hyphen register, and day after tomorrow, it can be EMO hyphen register. That means then this property is changing. So, if I scan a control using the property which is going to change, it will work today but not tomorrow. So when you are creating a automation test case, it is supposed to work, it should not require much maintenance in the future. It is supposed to work. There are times, sometimes it is okay to have a maintenance, but not every time. So that's why you should know which properties to select and how to choose those properties and all also, which we will be discussing in our classes. For now, we are taking inner text and tag, that is what is suggested by the tool, and we are letting it to be. In the same way, we have certain properties for login also. And now once we are done, we will say just finish here and close this. And if you go to Tosca, your module is ready here. It is all done. You can also have a look at those properties. If you click on this particular control, whatever you have scanned, and expand this particular window here, you can see the same properties, whatever you have selected. And now, in order to click on this particular button, that is, I have to perform an action. It can be a click, it can be a right click, and if it is a text box, it can be inputting some value, or it could be verifying something. So it can be any kind of operation that I'm going to perform. So in that scenario, what we need to do is, let me delete my old things here. Yeah. So in the same way, we have another section similar to modules in Tosca, that is test cases. Here also all you do is right click and you have an option here, create folder. See, the same option exists here also. Either you can click on this one or this one. It's up to you. So just click it, and I'm just saying it as demo. And now you have to create a test case. So this is the icon. Same icon exists here also. You can see that. It's up to you which one to choose. And I'm just naming it as demo. And then all you do is drag your module and drop it over here. This is one way. Some people find difficulty in dragging and dropping. So what in that scenario, what you can do is, I deleted the dragged and dropped module over here so that I can show you another example. So click on your test case and you can see a plus icon here, right? And it says search and add test step. So first step is we want to click on this particular register button. So just click this one, write demo, because this is the name of your module, demo web shop. So then you got it. Just click on it, so it will come over here. This is another way. Either drag and drop it or else click on this button, give the name of your module. It's up to you. So now on this register, all I need to do is click. So there is a small drop down here. Choose click from it and you are done. And now let's test it. Okay, I'm selecting this particular test step. It depends on you. You can select the test step and run it, or you can select the entire test case and run it, or you can select group of test steps and run it. It depends on you, but for now we are having just one step here, right? So I'm just running the whole test case or running single test step. Everything is same. So select and say run in Scratchbook. Again, in execution also, when I'm saying you want to run something, there are two ways here. One is running it in Scratchbook and another one is using the execution section. So there is a very big difference between these two, which we will get to know later. Like for temporary basis, like if you want to just run it and stop it, like you don't want anything to be saved on your computer and all, so then we go for Scratchbook. But if you want reports and you have to save the log information and everything, we go for execution. So now, as this is temporary thing we are doing, let's run it in Scratchbook. Let's say run, and let's wait. You can see a progress bar. Here you can see a progress bar. So once it is executed successfully, then it will turn into green color. Okay. Yeah, it clicked on it. Yeah, and you can see the progress bar has turned into green also. And we are in registered page. This is how easy it is to automate with Tosca. Yeah, I'll take a break here. If you have any questions or anything, any feedback you want to add, you can. Any questions?
No, Ramya, all good.
Okay, so thank you. Let's go ahead and even automate this form. Let's go to Tosca Commander again. So this time again, go to modules because we want to automate that form. And now let's say scan. I might be too fast for you now because this is a demo session. What happens during demo session is there are some people who already know Tosca. There are some people who are, not having sufficient knowledge in Tosca. People who are very much new to Tosca. But when we are going through the classes, it will be very slow. Like always I keep in mind about the students who are having zero knowledge in Tosca. Okay, so please don't mind if this demo is too fast for you. We have to automate something and show you. My main goal is like how easy it is to automate with Tosca, to show you that. That's all. Only then people will start loving the tool and they will think, yeah, I can do it. That's what. Okay, let's do it again. So it will be easy for you. Same, scan on. So right click on your folder, go to scan, go to application. Every time this is the same step. Right click, scan, go to application. And then it lists your application. So select the one you want, click on this scan button. And then just move this window here using your left hand side mouse button so that you can see these controls. And now say select on screen and then select the controls you want. For example, I want to click on this radio button. So select this. I want to write my first name. I want to write my last name. I want to write my email. Oh, I did not select the first name. Password. Confirm password. I don't know. Some controls are not coming. Okay, let's select them again. Okay, password. First name did not come, right? Okay, there is a problem with my mouse, I think. Yeah. Okay, so I selected everything that I want. For example, if you are getting confused or if you don't know which control actually you selected, select the controls that you want. There is an option highlight, click on it. It will show you. See, this button is this radio button. See, this one is your first name. This is my last name. This is my email. This is my password, my confirm password, my register. So I'm done with scanning. Deselect this, click on finish. You are done. Close. Come back to Tosca. You have a module ready here for you. Either drag this module, go to your test cases, drop it here, or else you already know the way. You can just go, click on this step, search for your module name, So this is my module demo webshop.register. Click on it. Even this will add as a test step. Anything is fine. And now all you need to do is fill the values here for these particular elements that you have scanned. So radio button, I have to click on it. First name, Ramya. Last name, I'm just giving all T's, okay? I'm giving junk data. Give some password. Test 123. Test 123. Click. Now run this particular step. And you can see the mouse now. You can also see the progress bar. See, clicked on female. It filled all these details. Clicked on register. It's done. So we have successfully automated the basic registration process. Yay. So this is how easy it is to work on the tool. So yeah, this is what I want to discuss as part of the demo. So if you have any questions or anything else that you would like to discuss, yeah, the form is open for you to do. Yeah, I stopped sharing my screen too.
Hi
Yeah,
Ramya, this
Ramya.
is Javed.
Hi Javed.
Yes, I have two questions, actually three questions. One
Yeah.
of them, I look at the syllabus you provided to us. I have a question regarding two things. One is Tosca CI/CD. I'm not sure, are you covering like an integration of
Yeah.
Tosca with Jira or something?
Okay. Well, actually, Javed, what happens with Jira is for that you have to purchase a different license of the tool in order to integrate it with Jira. However, we will be covering Qtest with Tosca because for Qtest also you guys will be getting a trial license of only 15 days. So what we are planning to do is we will give you an overview on Qtest. Qtest is also very much similar to Jira, and it is also one of the most used test management tool, especially in US and Canada. We use it a lot. So yeah, we will be integrating Tosca with Qtest in our classes.
Good.
Yeah,
And the class will be 1.5 hour or 1 hour. What's the class on Monday to
class.
Friday?
It's Monday to Friday, 1 hour, and it would be the same time as you joined today. Our timings are a bit different. It is 8 a.m. for IST for the people who are joining from India, and for us it is different. So it would be our nights. Javed is from US, so that's why I'm saying him. It's night. Yeah, yeah, and it would be for 1 hour, and 1 hour would be a practical session only. So I want you to have a full-fledged Windows computer with you with Tosca installed. I'll be providing you the software and I will be guiding you for the license.
Thank you. Are you providing note for us or no? We have to take a note while you explaining to us.
So usually, Javed, we don't have a note, but if there is something really important and if you really need a note, yeah, I can provide that. But every day we will be having a recording like we are doing now, and we will be providing you this recorded video, and I think you will be having the download access to this as well.
Thank you. That was all my question.
Thank you, Javed. Yeah, Pratmesh, you were asking me something.
Yeah, like I said, like even Jenkins is going to be included in that, like CI/CD
Uh,
for.
Sorry, we are not talking here about CI/CD and Jenkins here. All
Uh-huh.
we are covering is Qtest Tosca integration, and as part of the Qtest Tosca integration, we will also set up the Tosca server, and we will be covering the distributed execution here.
Sure, sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
That will cover all the points, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, CI/CD is a different thing again. So, but it is very much similar to Dex. So I think this helps you.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Thank
Yeah.
you, Ramya. That's it.
Okay. Yeah. Any other questions? No?
Yeah, Ramya, one more question regarding same. Like, do we have, as you mentioned about the plugins, like, as you know, like GitHub is also there. Like, we need to upload whatever
Oh,
code we have created,
so
scripting based. So, is
actually,
like,
what happens here is they don't have any, people can use GitHub with Tosca, but it is really a bad idea. So Tosca has its own version controlling in it, so it is not. And also there are many issues that I see when we are using Git. So I don't recommend using Git also. And what happened with the latest versions of Tosca is for the code review process also they came up with some new features from 16 version. So I think we will be discussing on them too in our class, like how do we maintain and how can we review the code. Yeah, we can discuss on it, but we will not be having GitHub and all in Tosca. Tosca has its own version control.
cool, great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, anything else anyone wants to ask me? Any questions? No? Okay, then it's nice meeting you, everyone. So, our classes are going to start from Monday, and it would be the same time as the demo session today, and it will be for 1 hour each day. Yeah, so please reach out to us again on the same numbers how you have received this demo invitation, and yeah, we will be happy to help you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ramya. Have a good night,
Thank you,
everyone.
Ramya.
Yeah,
Bye bye.
bye.